Becca has some wonderful things that she'd like to share with you.
I've been through this struggle since I was 14 years old. And that was my first cancer. It was in 1983, 84. I came through that in 86, made it through, went on for 29 years, and then 2012, I got my first breast cancer. And then throughout the years after that, it metastasized in many different ways, and eventually it came up as brittle bone cancer. And that's not something that most people will survive. That's something that most people probably would have died by now. But I think that fighting the way I do has kept me alive. I think that Christian has helped keep me alive. And Yahweh, most of all, has directed us both in this fight.
She learned so much about Yahweh, about God, Yeshua, salvation.
I think I've had a lot of success. And I think that's because Yahweh is so good to us on a whole. He takes care of everything, no matter what, in His way, in His time. And we try to obey that whenever He speaks to us in our mind or our heart.
I'm amazed at the grip that she has gotten on who God is and how He works in our lives. I can't believe how well she picked up on it and she applied it to her everyday life. Listen to these words.
I try to count all things joy. I'm learning. It's tough. So I'm trying to learn how to do that, how to count all things joy and not be negative the first response that I get.
I I mean, how incredible is that? Just simply amazing.
I definitely think that Yahweh has kept me alive for a reason, and that's to bring joy, inspiration, and motivation to other people. That if I can live going through this, and I've been near death a few times, Christian has always been able to bring me back, to help me. He's been here 150% more than anyone or anything.
Becca passed away. It was the 31st at 1:29 in the morning. She left this bed here Sunday morning. She said she wanted to stay home and she didn't want to ever have to go back to the hospital again, but she was in bad shape. Took her to the hospital. They kept her unconscious the entire time. And the doctor reassured me that the last thing that she remembered, the last thing, would be that she was tucked in bed by her loved one with her friend Sticky right by her side.
I consider Yahweh as my father. I consider Christian as more than just helper. He's my closer than best friend in the world. I couldn't ask for a better best friend. I really couldn't. Brings me so much joy, teaches me so many things. He brought me to Yahweh. And I think without that, I would have long ago died.
I am just so incredibly blessed to have had Becky in my life, to have been able to help her overcome so many things. You know, my career is all because of her. I did a video for System of a Down as a homeless man, and Becca said, "Wow, the internet sure is going wild saying, where'd you ever find a homeless guy that could act so well?" So she said, "Why don't you make that your niche?" And so right now, if you were to look me up on the internet as the top 10 homeless portrayers, it'd be Nick Nolte, Joe Pesci, and then Christian Calloway. Thank you for that, Becca. thank you for what you did for me. I know all you fans really love her. I know that all of you sent things and she didn't really get an opportunity to say thank you, but she wanted to thank you. She just couldn't. It was overwhelming. She received hundreds of gifts. She's a wonderful lady. It was completely my honor to be there for her. I just want to thank you all. And the words that you're hearing here from Rebecca, those are from her heart. Those are from what she learned when she became a child of God. I don't speak about God much on my Facebook page. Now, Sticky, he's starting himself an Instagram page. On that one, he'll be teaching things about the Bible. Things I would like to teach you, but you didn't follow me for those reasons. You followed me because you wanted to follow Becca and me as we did our homeless career. It was just as much her career as it was mine. I am so honored to have been able to take care of her. She was an incredibly amazing woman. What a legacy she left behind. And I thank each and every one of you for making her feel so welcome. She's never had the friends she has now. She will just forever feel so blessed and so happy to have been able to have you as her friends. Thank you, all of you. Sticky thanks you. Talk to Becca as you go through your day. Tell her the things that touched you in your heart. The example that she gave, the inspiration that she was. Show Becca that. Respond to her. Tell her. As you drive down the road or as you sit there at home, tell her, Becca, we all loved you so much. Thank you, my friends. Thank you, my friends.
It's been a hell of a fight. It's been a struggle. It's been difficult. It's been a hell of a fight. It's been a struggle. And difficult.